Matthew chapter 5, verses 38 to 39 says, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If someone strikes you on the right cheek, turn the other cheek also." These sound like very radical words that come from Jesus. Now, the idea of an eye for an eye and tooth for tooth were laws that came from the Old Testament. And these were laws that were meant to limit revenge among the tribes of Israel. So this would happen, for an example, if someone had injured someone from a different tribe than them, the people from that tribe would actually retaliate and actually bring a punishment that's more severe than the original offense. So this law was designed to limit that. Now, what Jesus says to his followers, that actually showing grace to people is more powerful than seeking revenge. Because a lot of the times we assume that however people treat us or what people do to us, that automatically then means we should treat them the same way. But Jesus says we mustn't match the negative or the negativity that people bring to us with negativity. But rather he's calling us to rise above the negativity. And when we rise above the negativity, we can actually begin to show people that grace is greater than revenge, that love is greater than actually retaliation. But more than that, we need to understand that we serve a God that is sovereign, a God that is sovereign over all things. And that God says, revenge is mine, I will repay. And so we can rest in knowing that God is in control of all things. And he's in control over even the people that do bad things to us. And we can even just say we leave it to God to deal with it because we know that he is in control of all things. Now, this doesn't mean that we should excuse negative or bad behavior from people. I think Jesus is definitely someone who didn't excuse bad behavior from people. But what he is actually saying is we should rise above it, that actually we are in control of how we respond. We might not be in control of how people are going to respond, but we're definitely in control of how we're going to respond. I think in a world that is full of revenge and full of hate, I think responding with love will actually show people that there's a better way to do it, that we can break this cycle of hatred among people when we just respond with love as opposed to responding with hate. So today I pray that all of us, as we start our day, that God would give us the strength to show people this love that we've received from Christ, that we can show radical love to people, love that's undeserved. The love that Christ has shown us is the love that Christ wants us to show to other people.